Hey there, 276. For this session, session 12, you'll notice we are inside of the last 20% of class that we have for this semester. So, everything's going to feel like holy cats. We are getting towards the end here, and that's because holy cats, we are getting towards the end here. For this session, you have the first portion of the Chapter 7 challenge problems, and that has to do with arrays. The radio challenge. What I'll tell you is this, between today, which is Monday, which is when I get these out to you typically, and tomorrow afternoon, I expect. I'm stuck in meetings hell all this afternoon, so I got to get these done ASAP and then sit for a while, which is not good for me. Anyway, at any rate, the first portion of Chapter 7 has to do with arrays. It is in a weird... I messed up. I don't know what I was thinking when I thought that the module structure was better than it was before. I actually think I made it worse. So I'm going to make a new module and put it in between... here's your array exercise, here's the array challenge, here's the vector exercise, here's the vector challenge. So you're going to see a little bit of a change there in the structure for the course, and I'm hoping I don't muck it up this time around. So third time's the charm. For this, you will be using arrays to create a radio interface. Let me point out the following things because some students in the 5 challenges with the vending machine and the gas station missed just how many points are associated with making the physical analog. So what I am saying is you need to structure a radio with text. We have had chapters 2 and 3 where we have had formatted output. You have seen these now for 2+ months, and it really is a big portion of good program design is you need to structure your program in such a way that the visual clues help the user interact with your program in a meaningful way. So do not forget to make the layout of the radio, and just remember, use modular design to make displaying that radio easier for you. Now, many of you have or are still comfortable with banging your head against the wall by making things more complicated than they need to be. It's one of the traits of a beginning programmer is I can do this in one data structure instead of breaking things down into smaller ones. I was a culprit of this. Every developer is a culprit of this. And I'll tell you, it's needless. You do not have to do it. It is far simpler to work with many smaller data structures than it is to work with one gigantic data structure. So think about AM, FM, CD, USB, whatever you want to call it. Think about each of those different types of radio interactions as their own individual arrays, because that is going to be far easier for you to have to deal with. As always, if you have any questions with it, the assignment, or if you would like a video descriptor of the assignment, reach out. I'm happy to provide them. I'm also happy to let you read through them. So whichever one of the two of those you find will give you the most value. But if anybody would like a video description on that, just reach out in messages and I'll post one there for everybody to see. I know this video overview is getting a little bit long, but I do want just really quickly here to make a plug for something that you were going to see later on this week. And we have at Rock Valley College the instructors for CIS. Mostly it's me and Stephanie Washer, but occasionally it's all of us writ large together. Have a channel on YouTube. It's rvccis.info. And what I think the previous two episodes are of value to each and every student at Rock Valley College, and that includes you all. One of them is our episode on what to expect for spring 2021. We are right here for that. So just an overview of what to expect with your classes. Number 2 is what to look for registration for classes. If you have not registered for classes already, register for classes. I work with students every semester that just go through online services and miss something. Miss this following thing, which is the biggest one, is courses are filling up. In between last week, Wednesday, the last time I looked at my courses, and today 3 of my courses are full, which means that there is no space for additional students. I know students like to think, well, they're going to put me on a waiting list, and that waiting list is going to get me in this class. Let me tell you what a waiting list does. It gives you false hope. That waiting list is there, and it doesn't tell you how many students are in front of you on the waiting list, and it also doesn't tell you the following thing, that almost everybody always shows up for the first week of class, and that waiting list does not make it through the whole first session. So essentially all it did was make you sit in line for nothing. Let me tell you, every semester I work with students who needed a class, that couldn't sign up for that class, that can't get into the class, and now have to wait 6 months, 1 year, or in some cases 2 years before that class rolls around again. And there's nothing in a lot of cases that we can do for you for that. So do think about registering now, and watch our episode on the things to look for. We call it course formatting, that let you know, is this online, is it asynchronous, is it on campus, is it 8-week, is it 16-week, or is it 4-week? Because all of those things have a tremendous impact on how successful you're going to be. So because this is so long, and because the project is so long, I will burden you with that on Wednesday or Thursday, just so that you can get a little bit of traction here moving forward. But this video is damn long enough. So those are the things to look forward to for this week. Do not wait to get started, because these projects are, as you have noticed, getting larger, because we have more content that we're putting in each one of these projects. They are all of them cumulative. So get started, reach out if you have questions or comments, and we'll talk to you again a little bit later this week in the form of public service announcements. So have at it.